I'm R.S. Matt from Phoenix, Arizona. I serve on the board of directors of the Coalition of Arizona Bicyclists. I'm also a league cycling instructor with the League of American Bicyclists. I teach people how to ride in traffic. A bicycle is considered a device by the state of Arizona that has the same rights and responsibilities as the operator of a vehicle. You need to follow all the traffic laws as any other operator on the road would, as well as a few specific bicycle laws regarding such things as having lights at night and a reflector in the back. It doesn't matter the age of the operator of the bicycle laws apply to any operator of a bike, regardless of whether they're 4-year-olds or 80. The statistics for Phoenix for the year 2006 have recently been released. It shows that we have approximately 450 car-bike accidents, resulting in 6 fatalities. In Phoenix, roughly 2/3 of the accidents were cited as primarily the responsibility of the bicyclist. The City of Phoenix recently released the 2006 car-bike accident statistics. There were approximately 450 car-bike incidents, resulting in 6 fatalities. The bicyclist was cited as primarily at fault 2 out of 3 times. Sidewalk bicycling is a problem. Statistically, it's very dangerous because of the driveways and the vision obstructions that disguise you as a pedestrian. When you're riding on a sidewalk, you need to ride on a sidewalk at walking speed, ride in the direction of traffic, and be courteous to the other people on the sidewalk. In many cities, it is illegal for adults to ride a bicycle on the sidewalk. Tucson, Cottonwood, Sedona, New York City, and others have restrictions against bicycle riding on the sidewalk. The city of Tempe has an ordinance against wrong-way riding on the sidewalk. Wrong-way riding on the sidewalk is extremely hazardous. In the city of Phoenix in 2006, there were some 93 incidents with a car and a bicycle riding on the sidewalk, and the bicycle was riding the wrong way in some 60 of those. We believe that children at the 4th grade level and up can be taught to ride on residential streets safely. Those children that are under 4th grade level need constant supervision. The things to consider when you're teaching your children to ride in residential neighborhoods is to stop at stop signs, ride in the correct direction of traffic, and look before you pull out from driveways. Driveway rideouts are one of the leading causes of car-bike collisions in children. I'm afraid the statistics for Arizona as a state are very sad. We rank second to Florida in bicycle deaths per million. Florida has 6.97 deaths per million. Arizona has 5.97 deaths per million. It's a very sad situation. The city of Phoenix in 2006 had around 450 car-bike collisions, resulting in 6 deaths. The city of Tucson had 350, I believe, car-bike incidents. I'm not familiar with the fatality rates for Tucson. It's difficult to judge the statistics between the two cities because they don't use a uniform standard when they do their studies. So one city gives you one set of information that's not apples and oranges for the next city. Collisions between bicycles and cars are both caused by bad driving and bad bicycling. Bicyclists frequently are at fault because they run red lights, run stop signs, or ride against traffic. Another frequent bicycling-caused car-bike collision is bicyclists not using a white front headlight at night and a bright red reflector in the rear. Drivers often cause the collisions because they try to run up beside you and turn right in front of you, pull left in front of you, or pull out from a driveway to the right of you. Myself and my other advocates at the Coalition of Arizona Bicyclists serve on a number of citizen advisory committees for bicycling. The future of bicycling is really good, and the plans that most of the cities are making are really exciting. When major cities in Arizona plan new facilities and new streets, new neighborhoods, they do a great job of making very friendly facilities for bicyclists and pedestrians. What frustrates a lot of us is that we'd like to see the older facilities, the older streets that were put in the 1920s, become bike friendly, and it's very, very difficult to retrofit old streets to make them modern facilities. There basically is no bicycling education for motorists. Commercial vehicle operators and police departments can receive bicycling education from the Coalition of Arizona Bicyclists, but the average citizen on the street gets nothing except a few questions on their driver's license test, which they only have to renew every 20 years. So if there's new bicycling regulations, the average driver doesn't even know them. Many people have advocated driver's licenses for bicycles. And at first glance, that's not such a bad idea, because we would be giving people a uniform level of education, testing, and a uniform level of performance that would be expected of them. The problem is bicycles are used by a very diverse group of people, from small children to the elderly. And they ride on streets from neighborhoods to heavy major arterials. How do you decide who can ride a bike on what street, where, at what age? It becomes an issue that's just very difficult to decide. I teach bike safety classes, bike skills classes, and I get a lot of interesting input from people when I ask them why they don't take a class in bicycling safety. A lot of them say that I know how to shift and I know how to pedal. What do I need a stupid bike safety class for? Well, you need a bike safety class to ride on the street because you're riding in the same street with automobiles that weigh a couple of tons and go a whole lot faster than you do. There's a science to riding on the street. There are laws that you need to know and understand, and there are emergency bailout maneuvers that are counterintuitive, and you need to be taught them. These classes are taught through the League of American Bicyclists in Phoenix, and also the League of American Bicyclists classes are taught through Pima County in Tucson. In Tucson, you can pick up application forms for these classes at any major bicycle shop, and it's worth your time. Spend a day in a bike class for a lifetime worth of confident riding. When you're riding on the sidewalk into a crosswalk, you're really taking a big risk with the automobiles. They're not looking for someone riding at bicycling speeds to pop into a crosswalk. And if you're coming against traffic the other direction, they're not looking for you at all. We recommend that bicyclists choose between being a pedestrian and a bicyclist. If you're a bicyclist, ride on the street. If you're being a pedestrian, walk your bike in the crosswalk. Around 45,000 people die on our streets every year in the United States. 7,000 of them are teenagers. 4,000 of them are pedestrians. 700 of them are bicyclists. That's like having 9/11 happen time after time after time on our streets every year. Where's the outrage? People need to pay attention to what they're doing, be serious what they're doing on the street, and take some responsibility. Bicyclists need to follow traffic laws, ride in the right direction in traffic, and be visible. Drivers need to give bicyclists a break. Treat us like a farm tractor or a backhoe or another small, slower user of the road. We're really proud of the Tucson-Pima County region. They've achieved gold status with the League of American Bicyclists for being a bike-friendly community. The gold status is second from platinum, and we expect the Tucson-Pima County region to go platinum within the next 2 years. Matt Zoll, Rich Corbett, and all the other people that have made such dramatic results in Pima County possible are to be congratulated.
You are watching the How to Driving television show.